as we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the California Golden Bears. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Cal Bears return team will have that offense backed up. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the...
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national...
Oh, look out! He smashes his way through again. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take a big...
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's at the 20. Touchdown, midshipman. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Throwing right. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And you got man-to-man coverage and running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And this is why it's so important, David, to get the run game going, because it sets up play action and gives them an opportunity to take these types of shots down the field.
And it's just so hard because as a...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The first down sack pushes the ball back with his long second down. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. And here comes the Navy offense. On the option, he'll toss it. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. It is a great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He's going to pass. Buying some time. He chucks one out to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. On the option. Quick toss. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. He'll ride his man on the option, fighting off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense.
And they get the sack just like that.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the left. Really good surge from this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Pumps it downfield. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last pick pick-6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they... did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. On the move at the 30.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job on the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality.
Open runway ahead. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back goes in motion. They'll run it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Loss of 2. Second down.
On second down, looking again to throw. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 49. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. He fires it out to the right. He caught it. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Navy! The AT unit on the field. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And first down for the offense.
Trying to run, it's Lockett. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. They knock him down right there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it on the move. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Leaves it with the back. 1st and 10 coming up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. He makes a catch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Out routes are timing routes. The QB's got to throw that before the receiver gets out of his break. He was a little bit late, and as a result, it's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Navy! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to the air one more time. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one splits the uprights. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
17.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Navy offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Navy will have to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Martin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Coming after him. Slings it downfield. Working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, going up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. All kinds of room to the right. Running inside the 20. And the ball's on the ground.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
And the Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. Catch open down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Dialing up a second down pass play. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Navy will go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. And not only gets to him, doesn't let him break the tackle. Gets him on the ground.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Now on the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The option look. Touchdown, midshipman! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the option. And here's a fumble way behind the line. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. The 40, the 30, inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Navy! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Missouri. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. That's reeled in. It's Martin.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, midshipman. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could be any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense.
And the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Line getting set on 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Navy! And the pummeling has started.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be brought down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Blasted as he lets it go. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Here comes the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Touchdown, midshipman! And the beatdown has ensued. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
63, Cal, 20.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack at the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This offense has a second down play. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Steps away to find some room. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. This is what you're looking for.